Hey everyone, in today's video I'm going to answer a question. Should you get individual watercolor tubes to make your own set of colors, or should you just go and buy watercolor sets like this which comes with colors that are already pre-selected? There are pros and cons to each approach, so today I'm going to talk about them. Now this video is for beginners who are starting out with watercolor and are thinking of which to go for, the tubes or the sets. Pen sets like this are nice because they also come with the box, which makes it very portable and convenient to bring your watercolors around. Now if you want to get pen sets like this, make sure to get one with a cover that has lots of mixing wells, as many mixing wells as the cover can provide you. So a box like this with this transparent cover, this is not very suitable for mixing colors compared to this set. There are different grades of watercolor, student quality paints and artist quality paints. The price is going to differ, the quality differs as well, as you would expect. One of the disadvantages of getting sets like this is sometimes they may come with colors that you do not want or you may not need. For example, with this Winsor & Newton Cotman series brush pen set, it comes with lamp black and Chinese white, which are colors that are not that useful. These are the color swatches from the Winsor & Newton set that I showed you. So this is lamp black and this is Chinese white. If you want to mix a black, you can actually use other colors to mix a color that is close to black, for example with ultramarine and burnt sienna. So when you already have these two colors, you actually do not need to have this color included. With Chinese white, some people like to use white to make other colors lighter, but you can do the same thing just by adding more water to other colors. So these two colors, in my opinion, not that useful and hence not necessary. Even for this Schmincke 12 pen set, there is a black as well. This is ivory black, and you're actually paying money for this color as part of the whole set. And that brings me to the next disadvantage or downside of sets like this. Sometimes they can be quite expensive and they are not as value for money compared to buying individual tubes. So for this Schmincke set, this is close to $100 US, and this is quite expensive for 12 colors. This Winsor & Newton Cotman set, this is less than $20, so this is very affordable, but the quality of the paint here, they are student grade. They are not as high quality compared to the artist grade quality. You can use them up quite fast because the pigment load ratio is not as high compared to artist grade. Very affordable, but the quality not there, and you can use this up quite fast. But these are very high quality but very expensive. So is there like a middle ground where you can get more affordable but very high quality paint? Well, actually there is. That's where the individual tubes come in. One of the main advantages of getting individual tubes like this is you have a huge variety of colors to choose from, and you can mix and match different brands. Having a huge variety of colors to choose from can be a bit overwhelming for beginners. I mean, which colors should you pick? What are the selection criteria? On my blog is an article where I interviewed several artists, asking them which 12 colors they would get to build their own sets, and all the replies, all the colors that they picked for their sets, they were different. And that's because individual artists, they have colors that they like, that they dislike. So the selection is going to be down to individual preference. I will put a link to that article in the video description below. Basically, when you are doing research for which colors to get, it can get a bit tedious, a bit time consuming. And even if you look at the colors that are recommended by other artists, those colors may not be the colors that you may like. So you definitely have to spend more time and effort when you are picking your own colors, but there is this sense of satisfaction you get when you build your own palette versus buying a pre-built set. Another advantage of tubes like this is they are more economical in the long run. So a 15 ml tube like this can refill a 2 ml half pan close to 7 times. A 5 ml tube can refill this 2 to 3 times. If you are buying large tubes like this, they can get quite expensive, especially if you buy all of them at one go, like 12 colors at a go. so it will work out to be more expensive compared to pen sets. And also, when you're buying tubes like this, sometimes when you use a little bit of the color and you find out that, hey, actually you don't like the color that you bought, and now you're left with a 15 ml tube. That has happened to me a few times. A few years ago, I was asked to test out some Daniel Smith colors, and one of the colors that I picked was permanent brown. After I used it for a while, I found out that I actually do not like the color, so now I'm left with a large tube of permanent brown. So for beginners, doing research can be a bit overwhelming because there are so many colors to choose from. And sometimes you will not know which color you like until you have seen it on the paper. My general recommendation is to buy individual tubes. Get those empty pens and boxes and refill them yourself. This is going to save you more money in the long run, even though the cost of each tube is higher compared to some of the sets, but in the long run this is going to be more economical. I actually have a lot of recommendations for which colors or which sets to get that I have written on my blog. Today I'm just going to give you one recommendation, one that I think is really worth the money, and that is the Mission Gold 9 tube set, which comes with these colors. This set is around US $33 on Amazon.com. I'm not sure if it includes shipping. Now this set is nice because all the small tubes in this set, they are actually 7 ml tubes. So when you're getting a set like this, you can refill the half pen 3 times. So the $33 US that you are spending, you're actually sort of buying 3 box sets. Of course, you have to get your box and pens yourself. There is another Mission Gold 12 tube set, which is around the same price, but the color selection is slightly different. So you may want to go for that or this set. I prefer this set because 9 tube set, when you have 9 tubes in this 12 pen, you still have 3 empty pens for you to pick your own colors. So with this particular set, I may add ultramarine blue, cerulean blue, and maybe another color. Or you may just want to go ahead and get the 12 tube set because it's even more worth the money compared to the 9 tubes. And the color selection here is pretty good as well. No black and whites included. The only color I may want to add to this particular set is a phthalo blue, because in this set it only has ultramarine and Prussian blue as the blues. The last thing I want to say is some of the colors included in pen sets like this, they can be opaque. So if you are using pen, ink, and watercolor, opaque colors, they don't work well with pen and ink because they are going to cover the lines that you draw. So that's where choosing your own colors is better. So that's all I have to say about sets and individual tubes. Let me know in the comment section how you got started with watercolor. Did you get the pen sets or the tube sets, or did you just buy individual tubes and boxes, empty boxes? I would love to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. And also you can find all the links that I have talked about in the video description below. That's all. I hope this video is helpful. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.